It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. It's their punter, Tory Taylor, to do the honors. And we're off in Detroit. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
The questions about Jared Goff's future as an NFL starter, whether he's a long-term answer in Detroit, those are long gone. This offseason, signing a lucrative deal, including over $170 million guaranteed dollars. What I love about what he's done in the Motor City is he's created a sense of belief, a confidence that they have been waiting for, clamoring for. When he steps on the field and into that huddle, he elevates everybody around him. He's made believers in Detroit. Quite a redemption story for Jared Goff. They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Doesn't it feel like Caleb Williams has been like the #1 pick for the last 3 years? This guy just does things no one else can do. Seeing him in person a number of times, Cade, in college, truly, he could be an NFL running back. But man, he throws it so pure, a quick release, an accurate passer. Now he's just got to learn this NFL game. It's a more condensed box. There's a whole lot more contact, and protecting that football and protecting himself will be critical. You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying grounded with Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Swift. He's contained at the line for no gain. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Komet brings it in. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Williams from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. But a flag came down, and if it's defensive, they could get another look at 3. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. And suddenly a chance to take the lead re-enters the picture following that penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Williams set to pass. That throw finds Komet. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, the defense defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Greg Reynolds to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 3-3 game. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Goff on 3rd. Connects with Montgomery. Jukes out a one-stop. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New set of downs for him from the 46. It's Montgomery on the counter. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Off play action, Goff. Raymond there to grab it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
2nd and 13. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams to throw. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Williams has his man. It's Swift. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Running behind center with Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Herbert straight ahead. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
2nd and 3. Able to get it to Moore. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
First down, Chicago.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get some late points and the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Line 6.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. Reynolds with a return. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Gets this to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Bears decide to call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Lions readying for the punt. Back deep for the Bears is DeAndre Carter. That's taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Bears football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will go on offense. New 2 set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw from Goff. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He got 24 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. Montgomery hauls this one in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You want to be a baller? You got to pay the price. Left wrist on froze, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like all of my life.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's a very quick trigger. It was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Goff. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
That's caught for the first. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Allen there to haul it in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, Williams. Throwing for the end zone. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So halftime has to wait one more snap. That pass interference call means we've got an untimed down coming up. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That's the half here in this one. All tied up thanks to that late field goal. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire.
One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Williams on the play action. Swift hauls it in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's 2nd and 7. That throw finds Komet. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Lions and wide receiver Tim Patrick set for another drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Connects with Montgomery. Continuing to move past the 45. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Running this with Montgomery. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. no progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Forced out to his right. He's got room to roam here. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Gibbs now from the gun. He finds space into the red zone. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Montgomery runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. They run the counter with Swift. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff running right. Montgomery. He breaks the tackle. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
This is Montgomery running right. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight ends? They got that ball out in a hurry.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
A give now to Montgomery. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff headed left, Montgomery. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain. It's stopped down at the 3. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down throw by Williams. Moore's got it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Williams to throw on first. Escapes the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So it'll be 3rd down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. 3rd down, here's Williams. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now to throw. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Throwing now. Oh, he lost the football! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Lions back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making this stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. This is Montgomery. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Running on second with Montgomery. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.